In a small, wind-swept fishing village on the Pacific coast of Mexico, the sea was as much a blessing as it was a curse. The villagers depended on it for survival. But in recent years, it had turned hostile. The once abundant fish had vanished, leaving the people desperate. Boats returned empty from the stormy seas, and hunger gnawed at the edges of their lives. Then one night, a strange and eerie melody drifted across the waves. The villagers first heard it on a moonless evening when the sea was particularly unforgiving. Its waves crashed against the pier with a violence that rattled the bones of the village. The sound seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. A saxophone, its mournful notes carried on the wind. It was a sound like no other, a melody that tugged at the heart and pulled at the soul, as though the sea itself was weeping. No one could say where the music came from, but whenever it played, something miraculous would happen. The fisherman, drawn to the pier by the haunting melody, would find their nets heavy with fish, silver scales flashing in the moonlight. The ocean was offering its bounty once more. The village was fed, saved by the ghostly song. No one had ever seen the saxophonist. Some say it was the spirit of Adolf Sax, the man who invented the saxophone. he led a life filled with drama and close brushes with death, earning him the name Little Sax the Ghost. In his youth, Sax survived multiple accidents, such as drinking sulfuric acid and falling from a 3-story window, making his survival almost supernatural. From then on, whenever the village faced hard times, the saxophonist would return, unseen but always heard. Although his music brought the sea's bounty, it also brought with it an unshakable sense of sadness, as if his song was not only for the living, but for the forgotten souls lost to the depths of the sea. The mystery deepened in time. Who was this player who could summon the sea's generosity? The villagers know one thing for certain. The saxophonist is as much a part of their history as the sea itself. And as long as the melody plays, the fish will come, and the village will survive. But the question lingers: what happens when the music stops?